Today we are at PRECITECH, and I am standing with one of the industrial legend who is working in this cutting tool industry from more than 3 decades already. He started his career with the Sandvik Group, which is like a world-renowned group in cutting tool manufacturing. Beside that, then he started his own business where he trade with a cutting tool, as well as he has his own companies where they have like a coating facilities and many other things. His passion is to always deliver something best for a company, for an industry, and then he's always trying to deliver that passion. When we start interacting with him, he said he's not a camera savvy or he's not so much a mic savvy, but it's our job to ask him some question about his journey in the industry. So, Anand sir, it's a pleasure meeting you always. You always give us a lot of guidance, but off the camera, certainly. And today I am asking some question on camera.
Thank you very much, Amit. Thank you for being with us here. It is first time that we are exhibiting in any exhibition, and PRECITECH is a great platform. I started my cutting tool journey as a user of cutting tool way back in 1991 in a public sector company called BHEL. Subsequently, I joined Sandvik in the year 95. We were there together till 2006 when I was the manager for automotive in India. One of the trigger point for a transition was being a Swedish company, multinational company, the cost economics that Indian manufacturing space requires and deserves. I found that there is a gap. Many times where, that was a conflict between heart and mind. That heart was saying that, what customer is asking is right. Mind was not able to organize a solution within the bracket of a multinational company. So thought of coming out and use my personal capabilities to see if we can do something. Phase 2, when I started this journey, and something very interesting about metal cutting. While the tooling cost is only 2 to 3% of any manufacturing cost, it can influence up to 20% of the total cost of component. Is predominantly driven by the application know-how.
True.
Product differentiation with time is coming less and less and less, but unless a product is rightly applied, it doesn't deliver the value it is supposed to.
Exactly.
And that is the gap which Excel Enterprise, which was the first company I started with, it leveraged that space. We applied our know-how to start delivering a good cost-saving solution to customers. Customer in turn gave us a lot of business, respect,
and challenges
regard,
too. And challenges too.
And challenges, of course. And in the process, we kept growing. We put up our tool coating plant, Farmex coating in 2010-11 in technological tie-up with Semicon of Germany. Subsequently, in the year 2014, we started this Proserv Tools with an ambition of setting up manufacturing plant. In 19, our solid carbide manufacturing journey started, because solid carbide is nearly 20-25% of the machine time in any CNC machine is taken up by solid carbide tools.
True.
And here again I found that there is a space which can be captured in between big multinationals who are very good in standard tool and lot of local manufacturers.
True.
So we are into that domain now.
As you said, there are many multinationals in the round tool business or the solid carbide business, and many domestic companies also working in the same domain. Which things really encourage you or push you to bring your thought process or your investment plans into again a solid carbide business? What things push you to start this business module in 2019?
This is an interesting question, Amit. Basically, that wanted to value add to our offer.
True.
So when I was working with MTM's or a OEM's product, then many times it used to happen that I was able to see the gap between the offer and the requirement, but never able to do anything about it.
Okay.
Now within the tooling family, solid carbide is one product family where the manufacturing system is such which kind of came into my scope. Second is that in solid round tools, more than 60-70% I would say is customized. Here something very interesting is and important is to notice is that while physically tool may be standard, but the moment you put few other criterias like the machine on which it is working,
Yeah.
the workpiece material, and the expectation of the manufacturing company, what kind of productivity they want, or what kind of tool life they want, or what kind of quality parameters they want, what kind of fixturing they are using, then actually from the application point of view, each tooling application is customized.
100%.
And
Agreed.
that is what I say is a space.
Okay.
Big companies are great, but they are, they are very large. They are not agile.
Yeah.
Also, because of their overheads, they cannot give solution in small quantities. The
True.
cost becomes too high.
True.
That is where we are
You find
very,
the
very,
space.
we are very nimble. We are very moderate on overheads. So
Yeah.
we are able to give a solution which is almost as good, but at a very, very competitive price range.
When you start like this solid carbide business, we start interacting about the Zoller. How you find partnership with your cutting tool grinding machine and a Zoller machine? What is the value addition you find? Because when you start, there are many companies who start with a tool grinding process, but nevertheless they said, okay, I will not go with the Zoller at the beginning because I have a lot of pressure of the cost pressure, investment pressure. But you are the one who select the first grinding machine and together with the Zoller machine. So which things enable you to decide in these factors actually?
Yeah, that is very, very important point, because from sales and application side, when I wanted to transition into a purchase and a product and machine selection, it was very, very difficult. And here I must say that the brand that I selected was, the first thing I looked at was trustworthiness, reliability. Zoller stood out among all other competitors to be, which kind of gave me a, feel that I can trust this team.
Thank you for
Machine
that.
comes later, it is always people.
True.
Very, very eager to help. Lot of being a technocrat, I always have lot of questions.
Yeah.
My ambition is to make absolute top quality product.
Yeah.
So which product to select. At the same time, being an SME, I always have restriction or limitation on funds.
True.
So how to balance between the two? Zoller team, in fact you were there,
Yeah.
Dhaneshwar was there.
Yeah.
You did amazing job in helping me to kind of funnel it down to what I require for the ambition I have. And I'm absolutely satisfied with, the Smile series Zoller machine that we took, with the kind of, that 4th axis CNC, the integration to my grinding
Grinding
machine
machine.
for, the very precise measurement of
Yeah.
the grinding wheel. So far it has been fabulous journey, and, very, very satisfied. And of course, after sales service, as and when we require any support, because many of these sophisticated machine, buying is one part.
Maintaining them is the biggest
Using
challenge.
the machine to its potential requires a constant guidance.
True.
Zoller has always been our side to support us all the time. So thank you very much. Actually,
Thank you for that.
my sincere appreciation to Zoller team and you in person.
Thank you very much. There are many cutting tool makers in the market. There is always a question, because we also globally run one term called why Zoller. The similar question I wanted to throw also to you. There are many, why Proserv?
This question was the first question that came to my mind when I thought of making an investment.
Okay.
If I can profile the market and profile, my customers' need. Our USPs are, even before the first machine came, our process flows were immaculate. We are only having 2 Anchor machines right now, but we are having an end-to-end ERP solutions. We have an absolute control on raw material, processes, coatings, right from the tool design, which means that our commitment goes, the rod, the geometry, and the coating that we decide once will always remain that, and the team has been educated and empowered to deliver that.
And beside that, the 30 years rich experience in a similar domain where you know the pain area of many customers.
Absolutely, that gives us a knowledge bank. But what I found is challenging is that when you have to implement this knowledge into a workspace where multiple people are involved in doing things, and that is a different challenge. I had one gentleman called Mr. Arvind Khatke. He has been the manager for Sandvik Coromant insert production for many years, retired few years ago. So requested him to come over and help us with some improvement.
Okay.
After spending 4 hours He said that I do not have anything to contribute to your plant. You don't need
Wow.
me. And that is a huge,
It's
appreciation
like
in
a
terms
really
of
good
the
appreciation from
basic
such a man.
processes in
Yeah.
place. We did our ISO 9001 certification. The promise is that first time my product may run or may not run to your satisfaction, but we are doctors. We will know exactly where is the problem. We will correct it, and second time we will deliver you the things, and then always it will deliver.
As you said, you are doctor, and then we also run a campaign called Tool Health. So that will help us to work together hand in hand for many customers' problems, because we run a Tool Health, we get a doctors, we can work
Absolutely.
together for many other requirements from the market where people are struggling to improvise, people are struggling to manage their manufacturing processes. As you said, we also believe on that the process reliability is the key for anyone's success. If they are not process reliable, there are always high probability they run for fail. 100% process reliability. So it's very good initiative from your side, from your experience. That's very good. You have so many wonderful tools with many different geometries, many different profiles, and then basically there is always the bubbles come that the EV will come and then automotive industry will be dropped down. But how much percentage of your tooling is really going to the automotive and the non-automotive? Because as you know, now the 3C industry is coming, like a computer, cell phone, and semiconductors. Beside that, the flex engine is coming. Many other things is coming. So, are you really ready with those challenges which come soon or which is already arrived?
Amit, we are relatively new now. We are still busy solving lot of problems for our existing customers. Unlike big companies, where we kind of segment the offer.
True.
We do not do that right now. We are very clear: metal cutting, round tool application. If you need quality, cost, productivity, we are there. That is where one of the USP that we are very competitive. We can make even two parts, two tools also at a very competitive price. Having said that, EV is a big realization. Volume of EV vehicle, how much is it going to eat away the IC engine business? That
Yeah.
is the time to come.
True.
But when it comes to the round tool, solid carbide round tool, I personally feel that this market potential is only going to grow. What will get affected more is that, insert business and indexable businesses. EV and electronics and semiconductors, the challenge is very different because they demand a very different level of reliability. We are actually in the process of understanding that, investing in that direction.
True.
We are ambitious about it.
Like a solid carbide is your passion and you try to deliver as much as you can. But beside the solid carbide business, you have Excel tools and automation. So can you just put a little bit focus on that business as well?
Amit, actually, I personally, myself and my team, we consider ourselves as engineering people. Somehow we get bored doing same thing again and again.
Okay.
That has led us to also start a vertical traceability solution. It is an automation business
Okay.
where a full end-to-end solution for marking and traceability. We are an India channel partner for a company called Carve, which is a Spanish company in dot pin marking, scribe marking, and laser marking. And we do automation where we make special purpose machines. We make PLC-based programs and smart controls. We also make special purpose softwares for data acquisition. This kind of keeps us, engineering satisfaction, and we do it more like a passion.
Great.
But it is only a beginning. It's a long way to go.
Thank you. So Anandji, thank you very much for your time to interact with us. I belongs to Zoller, but it's my passion to always interview the legend from the industry who is trying to do something, who is trying to add value, who is trying to always offering a value addition for manufacturing industry, manufacturing fertility. So thank you very much for your time, for interaction.
Thank you very much, Amit Ji, and thank you, Machine Maker. Actually, lot of credit is due to Zoller in our progress to help us deliver first time right solutions. And
Yes.
we look forward to further support in future too.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot.